approach. Why it is called as a holistic approach? Because it includes a number of techniques, starting which these techniques are for your physical well-being, techniques for your mental well-being, and techniques for your spiritual well-being. Remember, all these well-beings are interrelated. Okay, so we have different means yogic kriyas and asanas which are going to help help us in fulfilling our life, giving a proper meaning to our life. Now, when we say yoga, it has not developed today. It is a 5,000 years old, scientifically proven technique, and it is a gift to the world from India. It is originated in our country, and Maharshi Patanjali has developed this. Now, but it's sad to say that people has given it a religious tag because of their lack of understanding. Believe me, yoga is not related to any religion. Yoga is for the mankind. It is for everyone. It is nowhere related to any particular religion. You can see, I can give you the evidence now. If you talk about Americans, 36 million Americans are practicing yoga nowadays. And the report study says that the number is increasing, going to be increased by 55 million by 2020. This is what the beauty of yoga. It is not restricted to any religion. It is for everybody. Now, there are three important things which we as human become, because we are grihastha sannyas hum bolte hain, because we are living in a family. We cannot leave our family. We cannot yogi altogether. हम घर छोड़ के जाके बाहर रह के we cannot see that means we cannot say that I'll be a yogi which who would not have any kind of expectation. No, that would be a foolish statement. We do have expectation from our life. We do have expectation from others. Now, while being in the family, being in the society, in what way we can lead a yogic life? That we can. Hello. Okay. Is it clear now? So when we talk about yoga, it includes yogic posture, it includes some breathing technique, and it also includes meditation. So we have asanas, we have pranayam, and we have meditation. All this together can help us to extract the maximum from our life. Okay. Now let us first understand what is the importance of yogic posture so far as human beings or our life is concerned. Moving ahead, sir, change the next slide, please. People say that a healthy mind lives in a healthy body. If you are not physically well, you will not be able to focus on your task. आप अपने काम पे focus नहीं कर पाओगे. You will not be able to concentrate on your work. Now, when we talk about the office goers, the people who are working in corporate, even this is common for students as well. There are few diseases which are very common. Like we suffer from diseases like back pain because we sit in one posture for long hours. We suffer from gastric problem. We suffer from diabetes, obesity, heart problem. All these are the common chronic diseases which most of the office goers are suffering from. Now, yoga has solution for all this. If you start practicing yoga regularly, definitely that is going to help you to get rid of all these problems. But one thing is that you should believe on this. First, believe on this, religiously practice it, and be honest, whatever you are doing. Okay. And don't expect that immediately. This is not a rocket science that would give you immediate result. It will take time. Okay. So now, what are the different asanas we can practice in order to get rid of the chronic, the problem, the health issues that commonly corporate people face? Like starting with back pain. If you're facing from back pain, you can practice asanas like you can go for Ustrasana, you can practice Ardha Chandrasana, you can practice Bhujangasana, you can practice Markatasana. There are many more. These are few common asanas which you can practice. If you are facing problem like gastric, then Pavanmuktasana is one of the best asanas that you can practice. Then if you are facing problem like diabetes, Mandukasana is one of the important and very important effective asana that you can practice. Along with that, Markatasana is even important for this. You can go for Tadasana for this. Obesity is one of the important common problem, motapa. Because we sit for long hours, lack of physical activities, wrong food habit, all these are the result of obesity, reason for obesity. Now, what are the asanas we can practice for this? You can practice asanas like Sarpasan, we have Naukasana, Dhanurasana you can practice. Surya Namaskar is best. That is the complete asana, asana that is the king of all the asanas because it includes 12 different postures. Which is going to rejuvenate the entire body. Each and every part of your body get activated when you practice Surya Namaskar in a proper manner. Then we have, yes, for heart problem, you can practice asanas like Tadasana, Vrikshasana, and Savasana is best for this. Because of shortage of time, I'm not able to elaborate all this. So you can keep a note of all these asanas, and if you really interested to practice this, you can contact me afterwards. I'll definitely help you out to get rid of any health issues if you are facing at present. Okay. Now, why it is important to practice all these asanas if you are an office goer or if you are a student or if you are into any corporate, a part of any corporate. Again, research says that, this is WHO research again says that 61% of death in India every year is because of non-communicable diseases. That is either because of cardiovascular diseases or cancer, because of diabetes or any kind of chronic respiratory diseases. Now, yoga has a solution for this. To start adopting yoga from today itself, definitely you can see the miracle happening within your system. Okay, so this is all about asanas. Now moving ahead to pranayam. Okay, before talking anything about pranayam, I would like the participant to respond in the chat box. Like, how many of you are very careful and taking proper food every day? Are you taking proper food? Are you concerned about your diet? Are you taking a balanced diet? Okay, kindly respond first. Okay, many have responded yes, few have responded no. So thank you for being honest. Okay, my next question. Are you drinking sufficient water every day? Are you drinking sufficient water? Okay, many yes, I'm getting a few no's as well. Okay, my next question. Are you doing anything for your breath? आप अपने श्वास के लिए कुछ कर रहे हो every day? Are you doing anything for your breath? Okay, many people are saying no. Okay, now, what is the reason? Why am I asking this question? A human being can live without food for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, that is 21 days. A person can live without water for 3 days. And a person cannot live without air more than 3 minutes. I repeat, more than 3 minutes, yes. So, now you can see how important is it our breath. अपने श्वास के साथ कुछ करना, मतलब श्वास के साथ following certain technique to improve, to work on our breath is very, very important. That is the reason in yoga we have the second technique that is called as pranayam. Sir, please change the slide. Hello. Mahesh sir, please change the slide.
Yes, ma'am.
So, breathing technique. In what way it is going to help us? See, we are very particular about our food. हम बोलते हैं balanced diet लेना चाहिए, मुझे ये खाना चाहिए. I should not have fast food. We should avoid all the whites in our food. We should not take any fried foods. ये सब हमें पता है. हमें ये भी पता है कि we should take sufficient water every day. but we are doing nothing for our breath because हम बिना खाना खाए we can survive for 21 days, बिना पानी पिए we can survive for 3 days, but बिना सांस लिए we cannot survive more than 3 minutes even. But see how injustice we are doing to this particular technique, how injustice we are doing to our breath. Pranayam teaches us the technique. It is a systematic, it is a conscious breathing technique which helps us to get rid of many diseases. And remember, the benefit of pranayam is beyond your imagination. आसन से प्राणायाम में हजार गुना ज्यादा फायदा आपको मिलने वाला है. You can get more benefit in comparison to asanas in pranayam. And when I say pranayam, this is a science of breath. इसको science, breath का science बोला जाता है. It is the essence of human life. Sadhguru has rightly said, the breath, the maker of my body, the taker of my being, when the timely moment comes. See how beautifully he has elaborated the breath, which is the core of our life, core of our existence. But we are doing so much injustice to this. Pranayam. It consists of two different words. Prana means the life force. Ayam means to extend, to stretch. When we practice pranayam, we actually take deep breath. We breathe in, take breathe in, means deeply, and we breathe out also deeply. So लंबे श्वास लेते हैं, लंबे श्वास हम बाहर निकालते हैं. Now, how it is? What is the benefit of this? Because when in normal human being actually makes use of his lungs only 1/3 part, but when you